Ah, Wisconsin. Beauty, open spaces, and lots of wonderful people. There's certainly lots of places in the Badger State that are really nice. While lots of places in Wisconsin are truly fabulous, there's a large number of places here that outright suck. The worst parts of Wisconsin. You know them when you see them. They're the parts of Wisconsin where you don't want to go, if you can help it. The goal today is to highlight the cities in Wisconsin that are the worst of them all. How'd we do it? We measured the things most bad cities have. You know, where people are broke, where lots of people don't have a job, and where crime is sky high. We even measured the public school education levels. Let's get started.
Shall we begin?
Our first stop on our unfavorable journey through Wisconsin starts in Racine. When you look at the data and talk to locals, Racine is a crummy place to live. 1 in 10 Racine residents are without jobs, crime is the 6th highest in the state, and home values are some of the lowest around. Plus, the public schools are quite lacking in terms of expenditures per student. However, if you love incredibly long, boring parades, then Racine would be fabulous! Where's the 9th worst place to live in the entire state of Wisconsin? The people in Antigo won't be too happy to hear it, but it's you. Why? Lots of reasons. The crime in Antigo is the 2nd highest in the entire state of Wisconsin. Here, residents have about a 1 in 19 chance of being robbed every year. So it sounds like if you don't lock something up at night, it'll be gone by morning. Plus, for a decent job, you'd have to schlep all the way to Wausau or even Green Bay back and forth for work every day. Yuck. But it can't be that bad in Antigo, can it? After all, someone's selling these attractive I Love Antigo t-shirts online for $43.99! Holy guacamole! If you went halfway between Stevens Point and Oshkosh along Route 10, you'd come to the city of Waupaca. You just might want to keep driving. Tourists might know Waupaca as being home to the chain of lakes, but folks in central Wisconsin know it for what it really is. Crummy. Crime is the 15th highest in Wisconsin, and income levels are the 2nd lowest in the entire state. Plus, jobless rates and school spending are far below the state average. These are just a few reasons why most people who grow up in Waupaca leave Waupaca. Continuing our worst tour of Wisconsin, we come to Wisconsin Rapids. To be honest, people from here might be surprised they're not higher up on the list. Wisconsin Rapids ranked below average in every single category we measured, particularly in home values and income levels. It's just generally dumpy here. Part of the problem is paper mill closings in recent years have made this, as well as other Wood County cities, worse off than they already were. However, for entertainment options, we have to note that there are several Redbox rental machines in town, where you can check out all the latest movies. If you took your beat-up car to the top of the state, as soon as you got to Walmart, you'd know you were in Marinette. Sure, if you compared Marinette to a place in, say, Alabama, it might be one of the better places to live, but in comparison to other Wisconsin cities, it's bad. A long time ago, Marinette was the 10th largest city in Wisconsin. Now it's home to the 3rd cheapest homes in the state. In some cases, cheap is a good thing, but in this case, it's because nobody wants to live in Marinette. Other factors, the public schools rank in the bottom 15% and the jobless rate is in the top 10%. Hey yo, this video is brought to you in part by Clippas on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Milwaukee. Come on and get your hair done, they do it tight and right. That's Clippas on MLK. G. We built this city, and now it sucks. Welcome to Milwaukee, the 5th worst place to live in the entire state. What makes M-Town such a lousy place to live? Well, this city does have the highest crime rate in the entire state. In fact, Milwaukee averages about 100 murders a year. In some parts of Milwaukee, you better not let your guard down, or you're gonna have a bad time. Milwaukee also ranks in the bottom 5 in the state for home prices and income levels, and the top 5 for number of people out of work. Since there's lots of jobs in Milwaukee, it's safe to assume that lots of people here simply don't want to work. Other signs you're from Milwaukee? The local subway's behind glass, they lock up the tide at your Walmart, and there's a DNA test truck on your block. However, Milwaukee is one of the only cities to have a tumbleweave sighting in the entire Midwest. Way up along a beautiful part of the state is the city of Rhinelander. Sure, it's pretty and there's lots of things to do outdoors here, but if you turn the wrong corner on a snowmobile trail, you might run into a meth lab. A loss of local manufacturing jobs and a lack of lots of mining jobs in the area has kept Rhinelander residents from boosting their incomes. As it stands, they're the 3rd poorest in the state and 9% are out of work. That might be one reason why crime is statistically the 11th highest in Wisconsin. Happy Hodag! Not too far away from Rhinelander, in Lincoln County, is the city of Merrill. Sure, it has a small hometown feel, but there's a reason people in Wausau say, hey, at least we're not from Merrill. Merrill has the state's 8th highest unemployment rates, the 8th lowest home values, and has Wisconsin's 12th highest crime rate per capita. Income levels in public schools also rank in the bottom 20%. If you were somehow motivated to live somewhere between Janesville and Rockford, Illinois, that would mean you'd be in Beloit. and you'd be scared. Like a lot of small manufacturing cities in the nation, Beloit has taken its lumps. Major industries sold off and jobs have been shipped overseas. Beloit, or as locals call it, Betroit, crushes it when it comes to low incomes, out-of-work residents, and lots of crime. Beloit is nearly twice as dangerous as the average Wisconsin city. When you're in some of the worst Wisconsin communities, some parts might be hard to tell apart, but you can tell who's from Beloit though. They're the ones with the 40, a pistol, a beat-up car, and a pit bull. On a positive note, Beloit has one of the best farmers markets in the state, and they have the Beloit Snappers, which haven't won a league title in more than 20 years. And where's the worst city to live in Wisconsin? That would be Superior, hands down. The best part about living in Superior is that you can see Duluth, Minnesota from across the lake. It's a very blue-collar, former industrial-type town with not much in the way of culture or entertainment, aside from a large number of bars. Crime is high, jobs are scarce, and homes are some of the cheapest in the state. It's actually quite depressing here, to be blunt. Plus,
sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Not here. Superior actually ranks toward the bottom in number of sunny days in the state, too. On the bright side, since there's so much meth use in Superior, it sounds like you could make some extra money on the weekends. Just be sure to save some for your friends in Janesville and Green Bay. They're always ready to buy. If you don't live in Superior or any of the other Wisconsin cities we mentioned, you don't have it too badly. And if you do live in one of these 10 cities, at least this might help keep the annoying Illinois transplants away. Congratulations.